Diss me so long ago, we making your memories fly.
Drake just took shots at NBA Youngboy, and it seems like things are looking like a total mess. Now, this isn't the first time the two have made headlines for their dirty beefs, but for Drake to come at NBA Youngboy's throat in his new song 8 AM in Charlotte is something we've never seen before, since most of the time Drake's beefs are subliminal and not really announced to the public about who's being dissed. So what's the real reason that Drake even took shots at Youngboy? Well, it turns out that this diss at Kentrell was in fact not out of the blue, but went way deeper than what the public knows about.
Conspiracy theories start floating around like the Kennedy guy.
So let's break down what really went down behind the scenes between the two prolific rappers and what we can expect from this entire beef. Drake's album For All the Dogs was a highly anticipated album that fans have been eagerly waiting for it to drop. Die-hard fans even stayed up late at night thinking it was going to release. Well, it finally dropped, and nonetheless, fans are happy with the tracks and features on the album.
Handle beef so quiet, you think that I'm letting it slide.
But what no one was expecting was the drama that was to ensue between Drake and Youngboy, because a day prior to the actual release of For All the Dogs, Drizzy just had to drop an album teaser that took shots at NBA Youngboy. This shot was not random at all though, because if we look through the feature list of For All the Dogs, we'll notice a certain artist who has recently been in a chaotic beef with Kentrell as well. Who exactly could I be alluding to? Well, no other than the middle child, J. Cole. Remember that beef that was supposedly not real between the two artists? Well, turns out it was just a complete cover-up to take J. Cole's name out of the limelight. But let's break down how Drake would even be a part of this already erupting volcano.
Next thing you know, we tiptoeing past enemy lines.
Well, as we know, the Hotline Bling rapper Drake has always had close ties with J. Cole since they both stepped foot into the music industry. But these ties go deeper than that, since the two artists always supported each other in the music industry, always showing love by showing up to each other's concerts and surprising each other. This friendship between the two was something out of a movie, since both of them blew up in the same year, 2006. The two saw each other's potential, so they quickly got in contact with each other. And when J. Cole dropped his album Born Sinner in 2013, Drake showed support by buying out an entire store of Cole's Born Sinner CD album. Talk about ties that bind. So when Drake saw the whole ordeal that was going down with J. Cole and NBA Youngboy, it should have been no surprise that Youngboy was bound to catch a bullet from Drake. Yeah, seems like if it came down to it, he would have even spun the block for Cole. Who would have guessed that when you share similar come-ups and successes, it could make that bond just a lot stronger? But let's break it down. In the song 8 AM in Charlotte, which was posted on Instagram by Drake, he goes on to diss artist Kanye West.
You niggas obsessed with me and it's not on no hetero vibe.
And NBA Youngboy, but the way he came after them was absolutely brutal. He starts off dissing Kanye, saying, "We all gotta lay in the bed we make," but that couldn't be Drake.
We all gotta lay in the bed we make, but that couldn't be Drake.
You forced a lot of fake love when real ones stood in your face. That's why you got deserted by your nutkas like pudding and cake.
Face, that's why you got deserted by your niggas like pudding and cake.
This was a reference to when Kanye's entire career was falling apart and Yeezy was dropping him after he spiraled out of control from his messy breakup with Kim Kardashian. Drake reveals that Kanye turned his back on everyone and just treated everyone who was trying to help him badly, causing artists who ever cared about Kanye to abandon him and telling Kanye to deal with the mess he's made. Yeah, Drake did not hold back on him and made sure that Kanye knew everything that had happened was because of his online antics. But is this really even a diss, or just some sort of tough love coming from Kanye's former friend in the industry? The diss at Youngboy is definitely something we did not misinterpret, and it starts off with Drake saying, "You young boys take some of that money and set it aside. Not having enough to pay your tax is a federal crime.
You young boys take some of that money and set it aside."
Using a play on words and making fun of Youngboy for allegedly not being able to pay his taxes. It left fans a little confused since there wasn't really any evidence of this being true, but the reactions from fans were hilarious, with one commenting, "This funny ASF, cause I didn't have J. Cole and M. Drake versus NBA Youngboy on my bingo card for 2023. Another said, "Drake dissed NBA Youngboy by giving him tax advice, and NBA Youngboy got Drake and J. Cole to diss him in the same month." But to better understand why these shots were aimed at NBA Youngboy, we're gonna have to look at his song that was recently released called Fuck the Industry. In the song, he lets us know that he and Drake had talked over the phone with each other and things didn't go well, saying, "Talk to Drake, cross FaceTime. He wasn't feeling me. Told me that he fucked with Dirk. Damn, that shit getting to me.
Told me that he liked the shit I'm doing, but can't do shit with me.
Told me that he liked the shot I'm doing, but can't do shots with me. So when we cross our ways, fuck what you say, bitch. You my enemy." Seems like Kentrell couldn't handle the fact that Drake was friends with someone who he didn't like. And to make matters worse, Drake told him they couldn't collaborate on any future songs. Not because he didn't have any, but because because he just didn't want to. The reason for it wasn't discussed, but if we had to guess, it may be because of J. Cole's beef with Kentrell over this month. Seeing as to how close Cole and Drake are, there could have been some tension that Drake just didn't want to get involved with, causing him to decline any collaboration with NBA Youngboy. Yeah, the beef is that intense between the two, because when Lil Yachty dropped his song, The Secret Recipe featuring J. Cole, he didn't hold back to call out Kentrell in his verse, rapping, "Niggas making threats and I laugh, that's cause you ain't a threat. Don't ask how I feel, but no rapper shit. They okay? I guess." Incoming call. Press the button, the one that says accept. He FaceTimed to ask for a feature and saw the face of death. "I'm on your song, your stream's going up." Not quite the Drake effect, but don't complain, bitch. Take what you get and cut the label check. This was obviously a response to Youngboy's song Fuck the Industry Part 2, as Youngboy uses some threats to Cole in his song, and even references what may be the same FaceTime J. Cole is rapping about. And as you can tell, J. Cole had no chill and really just went for Kentrell's head. But J. Cole's manager seems to think differently from others, saying, "I'm pretty sure this is cap," while others continue to believe these shots were thrown at Youngboy, commenting, "J. Cole destroyed NBA Youngboy." Another said, "NBA Youngboy couldn't beef J. Cole even in his 100th life. He better take the advice, then ask Lil Pump, and NBA Youngboy should never be mentioned in the same breath as J. Cole. It's disrespectful to hip-hop." Youngboy released this album Richest Op on a Friday, which included the song loaded with lyrical darts at several big-name rappers. Youngboy starts off by calling Drake a bitch and his enemy, referencing the Six Gods' relationship with Lil Durk and claiming that he refused to work with him despite praising his music. Talked to Drake and cross FaceTime. "He wasn't feeling me. Told me that he fucked with Durk. Damn, that shit was getting to me. Told me that he liked the shit I'm doing, but can't do shit with me. So when we cross our ways, fuck what you say, bitch. You my enemy," he snarls. Drizzy has collaborated with Durk, Youngboy's bitter rival, numerous times in recent years, including on 2020's Laugh Now Cry Later and his Certified Lover Boy album Cut in the Bible. NBA Youngboy then goes on to call J. Cole, who appears on Durk's new single, All My Life, which also arrived on Friday, a hoe for apparently ghosting him after they made plans to work together. J-Aho, that nigga played it cold, like he was going to a feature, so I texted his line, "A muscle sign? I swear it's gonna be nice to meet you," he raps. There's a little more going on here than NBA Youngboy is saying though, as DJ Academics claimed in March 2021 that J. Cole waited 8 hours in the studio for NBA Youngboy, but he never showed up. J. Cole waited in the studio for 8 hours for Youngboy to show up. AK said, "Youngboy didn't show up. Facts. These are facts. Your favorite rapper, nigga J. Cole. He sat in the studio for 8 hours for a session with Youngboy. Youngboy never showed up. Let me be fair to Youngboy. No disrespect to J. Cole. J. Cole's just a rapper," he added. "Youngboy be going through shit. He's living life, he's going through shit." Youngboy said, "Yo, my energy is not fit to be in the studio with that guy. It wasn't about J. Cole. It was just that he, and personally what he was going through, wasn't fit to be in that environment." While that is understandable in context, that's still wrong to be mad at J. Cole for singing with someone else when he gave Youngboy a chance to do a collaboration, and he didn't show. NBA Youngboy caps off the venomous track by calling out Lil Yachty over his prior relationship with City Girls JT. "Bitch, play with me. Lil Yachty mad about JT. Faggot bitch, play with me. Half of y'all ain't got more money than me," he spits. So, yeah, that happened. What do you think about this whole messy situation? Let us know whose side you're going to be taking throughout this entire ordeal, as this whole fiasco continues to take a dramatic turn with any little thing thrown in the fire with these three big industry names. Was Youngboy in the wrong? Did Drake go way too far with dissing Youngboy and Kanye? Will J. Cole continue to take shots at Kentrell? How do you think this entire train wreck will unravel itself? If you're just here for the ride and want to see what's to unfold, let us know what kind of music you expect to hear from these three big industry artists. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you did enjoy this video and want to see more, watch this video next.